you know, he he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking aggravated.
It's being held for debt. He did not pay a debt because the money team is not real. That's not Francis Ngannou has a promotional team. These aren't real. There's just people that will really let you tag into the back end because they're locked into an old school boxing business model, and you got to have the tax identification number.
Recently, Mike Tyson grabbed the boxing world's attention with sharp comments about Floyd Mayweather's reported $500 million debt. Tyson warned that Mayweather's over-the-top spending could put him on a dangerous path, one Tyson knows all too well. The former heavyweight champ admitted he once blew through more than $300 million himself, and hinted that Mayweather's flashy lifestyle might not be built to last.
You gotta save money, not spend money. I used to be a guy that spend money all the time. And then I said, oh shit, when I didn't have it, I wanted it, now I have it, I don't want this shit.
Mike Tyson, once the youngest heavyweight champion in history, earned an estimated $400 to $685 million over his career. But by 2003, he was forced to file for bankruptcy, revealing debts of around $38 million.
However, as for the people who have gotten money just recently, they are seen spending millions on upgrading their lifestyle. And it's not a surprise that they end up losing all their wealth in the next few years. Mr. Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, earned over $400 million throughout his career, but filed for bankruptcy in 2003. Tyson allowed others to control his finances, didn't review his bank statements, and overspent on things like cars, jewelries, and exotic animals. He admits that his financial illiteracy and trust in others led to most of his financial issues. Some of his most interesting purchases include $580,000 on a birthday party, $2 million on a golden bathtub. The choice is yours.
Tyson's lavish spending covered everything from luxury homes to Bengal tigers and pricey gifts. He once admitted using his last million on rehab and even borrowing money to buy a mansion after moving out of Las Vegas. Looking back, he now speaks openly about the importance of financial literacy, calling money management an art and warning that wealth can create a dangerous illusion of security.
Mike Tyson, that made tens of millions of dollars during his boxing career, and right after his career, when completely broke and bankrupt, quickly realized that he was making a mistake, still had some revenue streams, took that money, took his name, took his brand, turned it into different businesses, turned it into different assets, and is now making more money than he did when he had his boxing career.
Nice.
What has the peaks and valleys of that allowed you to learn about money?
It was interesting. I didn't possessing it. I just was a young kid having fun.
What do you consider a lot of money to be?
I don't know, $1,000.
Oh, please.
You know, anything, anything.
Do these figures sound correct? Made around $400 million during your career?
I don't know, it could have been.
Yet end up spending more than you made, and at one point were like 50 million in debt.
Yeah, that was amazing too. But
how does that happen?
It's being reckless, young and foolish.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., famous for his perfect record and flashy image, has reportedly made over $1 billion in his career. Nicknamed Money Mayweather, he's known for showing off his fortune, from private jets to fleets of luxury cars. Still, critics question his heavy spending and say some of his exhibition bouts focus more on showmanship than true competition.
Do you believe that you would be the champ? Well, it's not just the champ. I'm the champ on the outside, too. I mean, to make over $1 billion, I didn't do it by myself. What I did was I surrounded myself with a great team, meaning you can't think you know it all. If it was a person that was strong in certain departments, I wouldn't have got the best person for that. What I believe in doing is surrounding myself with all smart people. That makes me that much more smarter, because once you surround yourself with a smart team, then it makes things that much easier.
What do you do with all this money? I mean, like, do you actually use it? I mean, are you using the cash?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
I know that, but like, do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
No, that's not what you do. You order it. You can order it.
Oh, you can?
And when you order a certain amount, when you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck comes to your home.
Wow.
After living through the highs and lows of sudden wealth, Tyson has weighed in on Mayweather's money habits more than once. In earlier interviews, he encouraged Mayweather to enjoy his fortune freely. But with time and reflection, Tyson's tone shifted, warning about the risks of uncontrolled spending and the false sense of invincibility that great wealth can bring.
Hey Mike, how you doing, man? What's up? Hey, professional party thrower Adrian Broner goes across the country, gets charged $10,000 a pop. He used to be a boxer. Would you ever do that? Like, would you want to come to my house and cut the turkey?
Awesome.
How much would you charge to cut the turkey at my house on Thanksgiving?
30 cents.
30 cents? So you do it for free practically.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner, I think that's a good career for like a boxer trying to promote himself as a party thrower.
Big time. Yep.
10 grand.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh? That's what you do. Hey, dude, you're a legend, man. It's good seeing you.
Take care.
The stories of Tyson and Mayweather highlight a common challenge in professional boxing: handling sudden wealth. Many fighters, after reaching fame and fortune, face financial troubles that can lead to heavy debt or even bankruptcy. Tyson's honest reflections stand as a warning, stressing the need for financial education and smart decision-making.
You know what money really is to me? Mike Tyson. Money is a false sense of security. Some people may think, I got the billion enough, I can't even die. You know? And it takes one mosquito bite or one bad night with a wrong lover, or just one shot with a bullet, and it's over. It's over before a flash in the eye. It's just life is this. You feel invincible with money.
Okay.
You feel like you can't even die. I always tell people this: if you think a lot of money is going to make you happy, you never had a lot of money. The purpose of the money for me is to enjoy it with people and be happy. No one's going to be happy spending all the money on themselves.
While talk about Mayweather's finances keeps making the rounds, it's important to treat such claims with caution unless backed by solid proof. What's certain, however, is the lasting value of financial literacy and the lessons we can learn from the experiences of boxing greats like Mike Tyson.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather, he's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you know?
I mean, if you're saying he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for if Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large he don't even see ants.
Mayweather's taste for luxury is no secret. In February 2025, during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, he reportedly dropped over $1.13 million on a premium suite at Allegiant Stadium. He also showed off a watch collection said to be worth around $100 million. While such displays are part of his public image, they've sparked debate over their long-term financial impact. In a bold business move, Mayweather announced a $42 million deal to purchase 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. But further investigation raised doubts. Property records showed no transfer of ownership. Experts believe he may have only taken a minority stake, with the possibility of expanding later. The revelation has fueled questions about the transparency and accuracy of some of his business claims.
If somebody right now in here hit the lottery, the first thing they're gonna say is give it all to me, because they don't know no better. Because rich and wealth is two different things. When you're rich for a short period of time. Rich is short term. Wealth is long term. You can have 100 million, but if you don't got no game plan, it's gonna be gone. So if I didn't know what I know now, they gave me $100 million a year, I probably off. But with a lot of time, a lot of experience, being around the right people, I knew about balance. I knew what I wanted in life. So even like when I get like Monday, I got a wire coming for another 20 million. But I don't get moved by the money no more.
Despite his massive earnings, Mayweather has also faced steep tax bills. In early 2025, he revealed paying more than $18 million in taxes, a reminder of the heavy financial obligations that come with his income level. When paired with his extravagant spending, these costs have only fueled speculation about how sustainable his fortune truly is.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Records show that Mayweather had outstanding tax liens from earlier years, including a $7.2 million debt from 2010. In a filing with the U.S. tax court, he argued that while he owned significant assets, most were tied up and not easily converted to cash, making immediate payment difficult. He requested to delay payment until after his 2017 fight with Conor McGregor, expecting the payday from that bout to cover his tax bill.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
On his podcast, Joe Rogan pointed out the clear contrast between Tyson and Mayweather. He noted, the difference between Floyd and Mike Tyson is Floyd's 155 pounds, Mike Tyson's 220 pounds, solid as a rock, highlighting Tyson's imposing physical presence compared to Mayweather's lighter build. Tyson was celebrated for his explosive knockout power and relentless aggression, while Mayweather earned his reputation through unmatched defensive skill and sharp ring intelligence. Rogan summed it up by saying, "If you want to say who's the best boxer of all time, I always say Floyd, because he got hit less than anybody." And that's the whole thing.
You know,
Floyd's power is nowhere near Mike Tyson's power.
Nowhere near. But I was just saying that Floyd has been pretty active, like as a boxer.
Yeah,
He'd fought Pacquiao recently. You know,
went to Japan and fought.
Yeah, I mean, he fought the Japanese kickboxer guy, Nazukawa Tenshin. He fought. He was fighting guys like Conor McGregor that we knew Floyd was going to beat them, but he was still active.
Right.
With Mike Tyson, Mike hadn't been active forever. Forever.
He was getting fat for a minute.
Yep, he got real fat.
And he was smoking weed.
The relationship between Mayweather and Tyson has swung between respect and rivalry. Their feud reportedly began in 2001, when police raided Tyson's Las Vegas home over sexual assault allegations. Tyson suspected Mayweather had a hand in the incident, a belief he later softened, writing in his book, "I'm good with it now." Over a decade later, in 2013, Mayweather publicly came to Tyson's defense, signaling a shift in their dynamic. During a live Fox Sports interview, he praised Tyson's impact on the sport, saying, "I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. He's a legendary champion." Mayweather added that Tyson shouldn't be judged for his life choices, noting, "He's lived his life the way he's wanted to live it. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes." This moment showed that, despite past tensions, mutual respect still existed between the two boxing icons.
Can I ask you about Mike Tyson? Because he was on this show just last week, and at the moment he's currently being profiled, as you'll know, on the channel Being Mike Tyson. That airs tonight as well. But on the show last week, he was talking about the fact that you're probably the last of these box office stars. You know, young guys are looking to the UFC fighters as opposed to traditional boxers, but you're probably the last of those box office stars. What do you say to that?
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes. Boxing will live on. You know, it's the Mayweather era. Not just myself, but the Mayweather brand. You know, I have my own style, and And what I made cool about boxing is not taking punishment.
Tyson has openly praised Mayweather's outstanding defensive skills and ring smarts, once saying, "If I was his size in the ring, he would outpoint me," acknowledging his technical mastery. Still, Tyson has pointed out that risk-taking is a key part of boxing, hinting that Mayweather's careful, defense-first style might not appeal to every fan. Despite these differences, Tyson respects Mayweather's commitment to the sport, often noting his relentless training habits and calling him a gym rat who keeps working no matter what's going on around him.
We're different people. I like, what are you talking about? Why did you gotta get involved? He can say it. Why are you involved? All right, listen, as I'm saying, we're different people. So Floyd likes he likes glam, he's very glamorous, and this is what he liked, and I was very savage. I wasn't that savage, dark, malevolent aura. You know, I was just never the fly, slick, black fighter. You know, I was just very serious, and I was just very hard and mean. I didn't like the slickness. It was all about hurting and pain.
Being Mike Tyson premieres September 22nd on Fox, with new episodes Tuesdays on Fox Sports 1.
He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Connor's a beast. Connor's a beast.
Think about, no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't look at people just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against.
Tyson has pushed back against Mayweather's claims of being the greatest boxer of all time, arguing that true greatness is about more than an undefeated record. He's stressed that it also involves earning the admiration of the public and leaving a legacy that resonates beyond the ring.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seemed to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. You know, it's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends. So sometimes we have to deal with the hand that we were dealt with and accept the friends that we have.
Some critics say Mayweather's habit of flaunting his wealth, especially during times when many are struggling financially, can come off as tone-deaf. His social media posts showing private jets and piles of cash have drawn backlash, with some fans calling him insecure or suggesting he still seeks validation. These reactions underscore the fine line public figures walk between projecting confidence and appearing arrogant, particularly when displaying their riches during widespread economic hardship.
People are entitled to judge me for what they hearsay.
Okay.
Making assumptions. Just because I never came out and said, "Oh, let me explain," I don't have to explain that to nobody. Only people that I feel like I have to explain something to is my children and my relation, and because at the end of the day, only God can judge me.
Let's go back to where it all started. You grew up in Grand Rapids,
yes,
Michigan. Your father was a fighter. Your uncle was a fighter.
Both uncles.
Both uncles were fighters. So it was almost like you was like destined. It was predetermined. You were ordained to be a fighter.
Yes. That's all I knew.
What's your take on the back and forth between Tyson and Mayweather? Do you think Tyson's warning about the risks of overspending is valid, or is Mayweather's financial game plan solid? Drop your thoughts in the comments.